Wait, are you trying to watch Heartland Season 19 for free from anywhere right now? Good news, you can. And by the end of this video, you'll know every legit way to stream it, how to access it if you're outside Canada, and what you're already missing from the first 2 episodes. Stay with me, because there's one simple trick that unlocks the newest episodes instantly. Heartland is back with Season 19, and it already dropped 2 strong episodes, with more on the way. Yet I keep hearing the same question. Where do I watch it? How do I watch it? Let's clear that up in simple steps so you don't waste time clicking around. First, the basics. Season 19 is airing in Canada on CBC on Sunday nights. But here's the part most people don't realize. You don't need a cable package to watch. You can use the CBC app and stream each episode as soon as it's released. No waiting for reruns. No scrambling for a TV login. You open the app, press play, and you're in. I love this because it fits real life. I don't always want to sit down at a fixed time. I want to watch when I'm free. The app lets you do exactly that. Now, here's the snag. If you're outside Canada, the CBC app will block you. That's normal. But there's a clean, common solution, a VPN. Even a basic VPN lets you connect to a Canadian server, refresh the app, and suddenly you're seeing the same library Canadians see. Yes, it's that simple. Connect. Open CBC, watch Heartland. If that sounds like too much, or you'd rather not use a VPN, keep listening. There are other routes. What if you're in the US and you can wait a little? Heartland seasons typically show up in the US not long after the Canadian run ends. To give you a real example, last year Season 18 became available on January 8th. That was roughly 2 months after its Canadian season wrapped. So for Season 19, expect a similar window. Think around January on UPtv, which is the usual home for Heartland in the US. If you're patient, that's the easy path. Wait a bit, then watch on UPtv when the season lands. But what about catching up on earlier seasons while you wait? You have options. The first 15 seasons are available across several platforms: Prime Video, Peacock, Tubi, and the Roku channel. If you want a bigger chunk, Hallmark Movies Now has seasons 1 through 17, which is perfect for a cozy rewatch or for bringing a new viewer up to speed. That's a lot of Heartland to keep you busy while Season 19 rolls out. And yes, the Netflix question. Heartland left Netflix US on July 31st, and I agree, it's a bummer. Catalogs rotate all the time though, so it could return in the future. For now, use those other platforms for past seasons and lean on CBC or UPtv later for Season 19. So if you only take one thing from this, take this. Want it now? CBC app plus a Canadian connection, VPN if you're not in Canada. Okay to wait? Watch for Season 19 to hit UPtv around January based on the pattern from last year. Need a rewind? Seasons 1 to 15 are on Prime Video, Peacock, Tubi, and the Roku channel. Seasons 117 are on Hallmark Movies Now. Still wondering if Season 19 is worth diving into immediately? Let me give you a spoiler-light taste of what you've already missed, because the opening sets a powerful tone. Episode 1 opens with chaos, literal and emotional. Wildfires rip through Alberta and force everyone to make hard choices in minutes. It's not just flames on the landscape. It's the heat pushing old grief and new hopes right up to the surface. Amy decides she's ready to move forward, ready to let love back in. And Nathan is part of that picture. There's even a plan for a family dinner to introduce him properly. It's tender. It's careful. It's Amy trying to honor her past while stepping into her future. But right when that moment is about to happen, the fires turn their world upside down. One of the horses goes into labor in the danger zone. Amy doesn't hesitate. She runs toward the threat because that's who she is. Nathan follows without blinking, and that choice tells you so much about him. It's not just bravery, it's loyalty and instinct. If you were on the fence about Nathan, that single act nudges you. When Amy finally gets back home, there's a hush that cuts deeper than the fire line. She sees what she left behind in that sprint. Lindy, who needed her most. And there's this small, piercing detail. When everyone was told to grab what mattered most, Lindy chose a photo of herself with Ty. That one choice says everything. Ty is gone, but he isn't gone. He's woven into how they breathe, how they decide, and how they fear. Lindy's biggest terror isn't fire. It's losing another parent. That's the moment Amy pauses. She promises Lindy that she will always come first. She decides not to rush the conversation about Nathan. Not yet. Not until Lindy feels ready. It's a loving choice, but love has timing, and timing can be fragile. Episode 2 tests that promise almost immediately. Lindy sees Amy kissing Nathan, the man she believed was just a friend. Of course she feels betrayed. She's confused and scared because the ground under her keeps shifting. Amy never intended to hurt her, but pain doesn't ask for permission. And when Lindy asks Amy to uninvite Nathan, Amy brushes it aside in the moment. That's where things crack. This isn't only about romance. It's about a child asking to be seen, heard, and protected while her heart is still mending. And Nathan? He's not sailing through this either. His sister gets caught scamming people, and Lou is the one who uncovers it. Nathan tries to handle it with care, maybe too gently, but you can see he's hurting. He's carrying weight he doesn't want to drop on anyone else. That quiet strain makes him feel real, and it raises a bigger question. Can two people step toward love while every part of their lives keeps pulling at them? 2 episodes in, and the season is already walking a tightrope between love and loss, duty and desire, moving on and holding on. The fires might be contained, but the emotional sparks are everywhere. Will Amy keep that promise to Lindy while still opening her heart? Can Lindy trust what comes next without feeling like she's losing what came before? And where does Nathan fit when the past is present in every corner of that home? If this is how the season starts, imagine where it can go. That's why watching now matters, because these early choices shape everything that follows. So here's your action plan, clear and simple. If you're in Canada, open the CBC app on Sunday nights, or whenever you want after release, and watch season 19 with no cable required. If you're outside Canada and want instant access, connect to a Canadian server with a VPN, refresh the CBC app, and stream. If you're in the US and don't mind waiting, expect season 19 to arrive on UPtv around January based on last year's timing. If you're catching up, seasons 1-15 are on Prime Video, Peacock, Tubi, and the Roku channel. Hallmark Movies Now has seasons 1-17. If you found this helpful, stick with me for weekly updates, discussions, and deep dives into season 19, because the best conversations happen while the season is still unfolding. And if you want another smart next step, check out the related video waiting at the end. It'll help you decide exactly where to start, whether you're brand new to Heartland or jumping back in after a break. In short, there is a way to watch from anywhere. There is a path that fits your timing. And there is a story worth catching from the very first brush with fire. Open the app, unlock the episode, and see what Amy, Lindy, and Nathan choose next.